Part 4. Comes to find out, there was a formalized culture of manifested water spirits that explains not only everything we just read in days past, but if you give me the time, you will quickly perceive, hopefully to your dismay, the exact same culture of old never ended. Check it out. According to Wikipedia under Mami Wata, that's Mami, next word, Wata. Listen closely. Quote, Mami Wata, which means Mami Water, is a water spirit venerated in West, Central, and Southern Africa, and in the African diaspora in the Americas. Mami Wata spirits with an S are usually female, but are sometimes male. Stop. Bingo. What is the unfunky possibility this spirit was operating and worshipped by the exact same clone Africans of our world history discoveries? You know, the Central, Western, and Southern African, and we not be on the right track. But as you can plainly perceive by it saying, quote, a water spirit venerated in West, Central, and Southern Africa, and in the African diaspora in the Americas, to me that can only mean whatever superficial attributes we are about to read followed our ancestors to the Americas. Let's continue for more clues, shall we? Under appearance, cutting to chases and letting the beat rock. Quote, the appearance of her hair ranges from straight, curly, to kinky black, and combed straight back. Commonly thought to be a single entity, the term has been applied to a number of African water deity traditions across various cultures. These African cultures were often matriarchal. That's it. These African cultures were often matriarchal, and though Mami Wata can refer to both male and female deities, they are most typically thought of as feminine and most often take on a female form in artistic representation. Mami Wata is often described as a mermaid-like figure with a woman's upper body, often nude, and the hindquarters of a fish or serpent. In other tales, Mami Wata is fully human in appearance, though never human. The existence and spiritual importance of Mami Wata is deeply rooted in the ancient traditions. These cats ain't ancient. In the ancient traditions and mythology of the coastal southeastern Nigerians. Motherfuckers ain't know it. Ancient. Get the hell out of here. Mami Wata often carries expensive baubles such as combs, mirrors, and watches. Listen closely. A large snake frequently accompanies her, wrapping itself around her and laying its head between her breasts. Oftentimes, she may try to pass as completely human, wandering busy markets or patronizing bars. Listen closely. She may also manifest in a number of other forms, including as a man. Traders in the 20th century carried similar beliefs with them from Senegal to as far as Zambia. Listen up, listen up. As the Mami Wata traditions continued to emerge, native water deities were synchronized into it. Stop. Bingo. So as you can plainly hear, whether you believe it or not, the people who sold us and followed us to the Americas believed different water spirits, accompanied by a serpent all the time, took on the form of puny humans and interacted with them in their marketplaces, etc. Okay, let's continue for more clues, shall we? Under water. Listen extremely closely and the matter of factness. Quote, traditions on both sides of the Atlantic tell of the spirit abducting her followers or random people whilst they are swimming or boating. She brings them to her paradisical realm, which may be underwater, in the spirit world, or both. Should she allow them to leave, the traveler usually returns in dry clothing with a new spiritual understanding reflected in their gaze. These returnees often grow wealthier, more attractive, and more easygoing after the encounter. Yeah, because they possessed. Listen closely. Van Stripperton further reports that other tales describe river travelers, usually men, chancing upon the spirit. She is inevitably grooming herself, combing her hair, and peering at herself in a mirror. Upon noticing the intruder, she flees into the water and leaves her possessions behind. The traveler then takes the invaluable items. Later, Mami Wata appears to the thief in his dreams to demand the return of her things. Should he agree, she further demands a promise from him to be sexually faithful to her. Agreements grants the person's riches. Refusal to return the possessions or to be faithful brings the man ill fortune. Her worship is as diverse as her initiates, priesthoods, and worshippers, although some parallels may be drawn. Groups with an S of people may gather in her name, but the spirit is much more prone to interacting with her followers on a one-on-one basis. Listen up, listen up. She thus has many priests and mediums in Africa, America, and in the Caribbean who are specifically born and initiated to her. Intense dancing accompanied by musical instruments such as African guitars or harmonicas often form the core of Mami Wata worship. Followers dance to the point of entering a trance. At this point, Mami Wata possesses the person and speaks to him or her. Stop. Bingo. So as you can plainly hear, there are metaphysical water spirits who like trinkets and have the ability to manifest in human form that ask their victims for hot sex in Africa and in the Americas. Should the victim agree to copulate, a lifetime of riches. If they spurn her advances, a lifetime of ruin. Again, all of this will be proven true through our world history lesson and through the scriptures. Let's continue so I can put my spurs in your doubt demon side. Under sex. I say hot sex, but it just says sex. Listen closely. Quote, according to Bastine, Mami Wata's association with sex and lust is somewhat paradoxically linked to one with fidelity. According to a Nigerian tradition, male followers may encounter the spirit in the guise of a beautiful, sexually promiscuous woman, such as a prostitute. Listen to this. In Nigerian popular stories, Mami Wata may seduce a favorite male devotee and then show herself to him following coitus, which is hot sex. She then demands his complete sexual faithfulness and secrecy about the matter. Acceptance means wealth and fortune. Rejection spells the ruin of his family, finances, and job. Stop. Bingo. Seeing the white man has no soul and is only interested in his carnal desires, including getting rich, and seeing our current leaders' ancestors, who were famous for doing this type of voodoo, were admittedly beautiful and sexually promiscuous women with the white man in Africa and all throughout the Americas before chattel slavery, I perceive, and it's just me, but I perceive we have enough probable cause to continue our investigation under